Hey, this is Dave Gleason, head coach at Athletic Revolution in Pembroke, Massachusetts. Today I just want to take a few minutes to explain to you an overview really of our assessment battery here. So that is how we take a young athlete when they walk in the door and figure out where they are, where point A is, so we know what direction to move in with that athlete, and it gives us some data to compare when we assess them again later on down the line. First of all, what I want to tell you is that just like with our program, we wanted to meet the kids where they are. So with that, if you can imagine trying to do a fitness assessment as it's typically done these days for an hour with a 6 to 9 year old kid, that's a little bit much to ask. Our assessment battery, for that reason, can be done with a 6 to 9 year old in about 3 to 4 minutes. As we move up to the 10 to 13 year old age group, that takes a little bit longer, and then a little bit longer for the high school age athletes, the 14 plus. But again, it's not so intrusive and so complex that it takes a complete session away just to try to teach the kids enough so that they can do the assessment that you're looking for. You will not see a 1 rep max here. You will not see a shuttle run test for time. You will not see a sit and reach test to see how flexible they are. What you will see is a specific rating system that's been developed, and it's just, I think it's brilliant. It's so innovative and it works so well. We have attorneys working on it. We hope to be patent pending soon. And let me tell you why. This is how it works. We look at every young athlete from ankle to shoulder. And we do that and we assess their technical ability. We call it the rate of technical ability in certain areas. We'll put them through what we call the Big Five. There are 5 different exercises just to start out. We add a couple more to those for the high school kids. But we want to see what kind of ankle mobility they have. Ankle mobility is kind of this forgotten commodity in terms of speed and agility. Ankle mobility and strength plays a very large role in an athlete's ability to decelerate or slow down, stop, and take off to go the other way. So we take a look at that. As we move up, we look at hip mobility and strength. We look at lower lumbar or lower back. How does that part of their body react in certain situations or during a certain activity? We'll look at the thoracic spine, or the part of their back from their bottom rib up, to see how mobile that is. Does it have the ability to move the way it's supposed to during human movement? We look at shoulder stability and mobility. Do they have strong, stable shoulders to be able to push with? Or are they weak? We look at scapular control, which is a part of that. Another way of putting that is, do their shoulder blades wing out during certain activities, or do they stay stable, if you will, but have the ability to glide along the rib cage the way that they're supposed to? We look at dynamic balance, the ability to balance while changing positions. Now that, to me, sounds very familiar to what we do in sport and athletics and life. We look at all these different things. We look at, now that I'm thinking of it, systemic strength. How does their body work as a unit to produce force? As a system, as a complete unit. That's how we're made to work, to move. So we look at all these aspects, and they're graded, if you will, with a grading system, again, going back to rate of technical ability. Now what's great is I can take this data, their competency assessment, which, by the way, also helps me make sure they're placed in the right group. So that being said, after I've got that data, when they're assessed again, I can show a positive outcome, an improvement, if you will, that is permanent, that has a result of releasing a cap on achievement. Another way of saying that is improved in performance. So they're able to push harder, jump higher, run faster, stop faster, be quicker. All these different markers that you'll see in other programs happens as a result of having a high rate of technical ability during certain movements. So the other thing, which I talk about all the time, that this will show is a reduction in injury. The best way to continue to improve in any sport is to stay healthy. So that's another aspect. Again, you won't see a 1 rep max in here, especially for a young child. I don't know why anyone would do that. That being said, another really cool aspect of what we do here to help instill that activity as a whole is a lifelong thing. It's a long-term deal. Athletic development especially is not 6 weeks and you're done. Yeah, I can jump higher, see you later. We have an opportunity for young athletes to ascend to higher levels. So after their competency assessment, they get to test into a higher level. What I love about that is it gives a reward for achievement. How often today do we ask our kids to achieve just for the sake of achieving? There's no goal at the end. Well, here that's different. They have a goal. Then they can reach that goal. After that, they've got another goal because there's another level. There's another level after that. There's actually upwards to 9 levels currently, and we're adding, that these kids can go through from the time that they're 6 all the way through high school. And it's really exciting. I remember when I was a kid, we had the Presidential Physical Fitness Award. And I tried so hard, and I practiced everything that I had to do those sit-ups and the pull-ups and the run and all that stuff. I wanted that patch on my sleeve, and I couldn't wait till it came in the mail with that little certificate signed by whoever the president was at that time. We're trying to bring back that culture to kids, that physical culture, and that's part of it. So you can see how it's ingrained in our programming, it's ingrained in our assessment batteries. I'm really excited to share that with you. And it's another way that I think we can differentiate ourselves from the other programs that you see out there. We're not so concerned about their performance. We're concerned about how they improve their performance, what foundation they have that results in better performance and injury reduction. So with that said, I'm going to let you go. I thank you for taking a few minutes to listen to this overview of our assessment battery at Athletic Revolution. If you have any questions, please give us a call at 781-312-7808. You can definitely get online as you're watching this at athleticrevolutionsouthshore.com. I'd be so excited to talk to you, to work with your kids, so hopefully I'll talk to you real soon. Thank you so much.